Hey guys, Russ here, diagnosed with ALS 321 2019. It is now April 6th, 2020. I apologize I didn't get this video out sooner. Just a lot of difficulties. I've been pretty much an emotional roller coaster, which I probably should be making these videos while I'm experiencing those things. I'm trying to document my progression as this whole thing goes along, and I'm failing. But I'm glad that I have over 100 subscribers now. That's not much, but hey, it's a start. Hopefully we can get some awareness out there to people that might need to know about ALS and how my progression's going. Since I last talked, I had been to Neuron, had my injection. Since then, it's been a little over a month. It's actually, it's been a year since I was diagnosed. So a lot of things have happened here in the last little while, but I'm still progressing. I've noticed lately that my right arm is getting much weaker. To be able to pick it up, this is pretty hard. It feels really heavy, or I should say weak. It doesn't really feel heavy to me, it just feels weak. I noticed the other day when I was eating French fries, my arm was getting tired, and I was having a hard time putting the food into my mouth. Also, when I chew with a fork and stuff like that, it's getting much harder. I've also noticed that my spasticity has gotten more intense, and I asked my doctor what I could do about it, and she said, because I'm already at the max of the baclofen, so she said that I could get a pump, but I don't want to do a pump. So right now I'm looking for alternatives that I might be able to do for my spasticity, in order to try to calm that down a little bit. Another thing, my emotions have changed a whole lot too. I've been crying a whole lot more about things for no reason. If I hear a good song that gives me goosebumps, it makes me cry now. That was one of the things. Also, my laughter is gotten out of control too. Like, I'll be laughing about something a joke that I heard like 3 days ago, and it'll be like a super intense laugh that's uncontrollable. Also my walking is getting a little rougher. This is actually the first time I stood up with a video. I got my cane, my trusty cane with me. I keep trying to have to adjust myself, and but yeah, I'm looking at alternatives to try to find out something I might be able to do for my spasticity and stuff. I know as it stands right now, I don't think that I got the medication with Neuron. But it's still hard to tell. Like, there's people in the trial that didn't start having any reversal or stop until after later injections. So, I mean, I still got 2 more injections to go. I have one on April 22nd that's coming up here, and then I have the next one will be in June, and that will be my last one. But since this whole corona thing, everything has stopped. I know that the trial has continued going on, but they were doing biomarkers, and so they were doing lumbar punctures. And my second lumbar puncture they canceled, which I'm not mad about that. It wasn't any medication. They were just gonna poke into my spine and take some spinal fluid to check it out. So I'm not upset about that. But yeah, ever since that injection, man, my life has been kind of upside down. Like, so I had that injection which I'd put in a previous video about the pressure in my neck. So that laid me up for like 10 days. Then right after that, I had tripped over a rug that we had in the kitchen, and black and blued my foot up. And then I put that in the last video. Then right after that got done, then I got sick, which was not the coronavirus, but I did get sick, and that had me, you know, laid up or not well for, you know, I still have some sinus stuff going on from that, but it was a good couple of weeks on that. And then just the other day I threw my back out. So I feel like the hits keep coming. Our truck broke down. It's been in the shop, and it wasn't a cheap fix. Yeah, just life just has really happened. And I mean, I'm grateful. We've had friends bail us out, you know, people that's donated on this YouTube, watching these videos and donate on my GoFundMe, man. I'm so grateful. I wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for the people that's helped me out. And but I keep trucking along. I've been trying to do some research on some other vitamins and stuff, and I had the idea the other day that I need to just write some letters. I need to write letters to like all these companies that I want to try their stuff out, and just let them know, like, hey, I have ALS. You know, if I could try your product for so long, to see if there's any benefit from it. And if I did have a benefit from it, and I suggested to other people, like, they would get so many more customers off of it. And so there's like a fruit and vegetables pill that I found, and it's like $300 for a 4-month supply. And I'm like, man, I cannot afford that. And then also like the ALS protocol, which is $350, and I'm not sure how long that supply lasts for, but that's another $350 for that one too. And like, you know, all these people tell me that, hey, this or that might help you out, but I got to spend this outrageous amount of money in order to do a product that may or may not work. And I just don't see how that really works. Like, Leap to Be Fit had a 3-month deal that they let you try their product for 3 months, and they gave a free thing. I also, on that the ALS protocol too, I just got on there, and they had a free thing of the AA KG stuff that I guess Deanne had seen her vesiculations go down from it, and actually started having a little bit of reversal at that point. So I just signed up for that to get that product for free. And so I'm grateful for those companies for trying that, right? But I want to start writing letters to these other companies to see if I could get their product. It'd be really nice if I could get a naturopath to see me that would be willing to see me for free. Because if somebody can put me back to work, I'm in the IT field, and I make pretty decent money, and I would be willing to pay back at that point. Or even, I'm in so many groups that have to do with ALS. If something benefited me, and I could tell to all these different communities, and they could, you know, go do it. I mean, it seems like a win-win to me, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to see and try this stuff out. But yeah, I'm just grateful that I'm still walking. I noticed that my arms are getting smaller. You know, I was looking at some stuff, and a year ago, even though I had already been diagnosed, I was still running 3-4 miles every other day. I still have all that data on my Strava. I'll actually put one on here, right here. But I was still running this time last year, and now there's no way I could run. But I mean, I'd like to. Every time I see a runner, it makes me happy, because I'm like, oh, they're really enjoying life, you know, or they're hating it. That was like every time I went for a run, that's how it was, right? Like, I would go for the run, and some days it would be a super good run, and then other days, you know, I'd be like, oh, why am I here doing this? Like, this sucks. Yeah, running was always a pleasure to me, man. Like, I would always get up and run in the morning, because I felt that that was the hardest thing that I would do all day. And I felt like I was starting to achieve some goals. And I really wanted to continue running, but, you know, this happened. And yeah, I don't know, that Dion's Protocol book, if you get a chance to read it, I find it interesting. I know that a lot of people haven't had success with it. And it appears that some have. So, I mean, it's all trial and error for all of us, right? Nobody knows what causes ALS. But, you know, like they say in the book too, you know, all these other doctors do not cross with the neurologist, right? So you can't go to a toxicologist and tell them that you have ALS, because they're like, we're not a neurologist. And you can't tell the neurologist that you want to see a toxicologist, because they're like, they don't do toxins. So, you know, all these medical fields don't cross each other. And you know, it's just like, you know, I would really like to try a fecal transplant. I think that would be huge. I would just like to try it, see if I have any kind of difference off of it, or felt anything different from it. Like, I really wonder about the microbiome in your stomach, and what kind of effect it has on your health. I know that when I was younger, I was like so super skinny until I got to right around 30 years old. Then I gained a bunch of weight, and it's been a struggle for me to keep it off. Even though I was very active, still did a ton of push-ups, weight lifted, you know, everything. And but I still had a hard time getting the weight off. And I have no idea if, like, there's inflammation in my gut or any of that sort of stuff. As I never had the money to go to the doctors to see them, you know. You know, there's a lot of people that do have ALS that I see, you know, are very well off and get to try multiple things in order to see if they can get better. But that's not me. You know, I was at the height of my career, and, you know, I was starting to think about saving or putting money into bonds and stuff. And, but I didn't see myself getting ill. Like, shit, I was running 4 miles every other day, and I was super healthy. You know, I'd go to my sister's property in Colorado and climb her hill by her house, and it's a steep hill. I never thought that I wouldn't be able to do it, you know what I mean? I'm grateful that I did, but, you know, I never thought that I wouldn't be able to one day. But, yeah, I'm just enjoying it. Sorry that it took so long to get back to everyone. I appreciate everybody that watches these videos. If you feel like donating, I'll leave the link to my GoFundMe account underneath here. And I appreciate your time. Please like and subscribe this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for your time. Man, I tell you what, the desert this time of the year being so green and all the flowers and everything, it is a beautiful sight. If you've never been to the desert in the winter or early spring, it's a must.